Today we're looking at Canvas Commons. So this is the repository for all things in Canvas, whether they're courses, modules, quizzes, pages, whatever, that instructors or teachers have gone to share out for other people to view, access, and use within their courses. So the Commons link is off here on the left. This is something that is not specific to any of your courses. This is going to be for just your Canvas as a whole. So when you click on there, this is the home screen that's going to pop up. You're going to see a bunch of different things available here. So if you're looking for something specific, this is very simple to do. All you have to do is type in what it is exactly that you're looking for. So let's say I want a geography test. So I'm going to just look up geography test. Realistically, you'd probably be looking for something more specific. So you would type that in. So maybe you're looking for a test on state capitals or something like that. But when I type in geography tests, everything that has geography test in the name, or if somebody's put it in the description, it's going to pop up. Now, first of all, if you don't have any filters set, this is going to be geography test for everybody on Canvas who has set the sharing settings to complete public. So where it's not limited by institutions or groups or anything like that. So all of these people that I'm seeing, to my knowledge, are not part of our district. So you can kind of scroll through, and first of all, you can tell what different things are. So all of these red ones are quizzes. I can see there are a couple purples. Those are assignments that are assigned. I even see there's a module down here. So you can kind of look through pretty quick and figure out what exactly it is that you're looking at. So let's say I like the look of this Test 3 Physical Geography review here. So I'm going to click on it, and it's going to pop up with a preview of what that thing is. So since this is a quiz, it's popping up with a quiz here. So I can scroll through, I can look at all the questions, see what all the question types are, what the answers are. I can see, oh, there's a couple picture questions in there. So if this is something I don't like, I obviously just go back to the search. If it is something I do like, there are 3 options over here on the right for how you can keep it or access it later in the future. So the first is import/download. If you click on that, you have the option to either download it. So if for whatever reason you want it on your computer, you don't want it in your Canvas yet, you can download that. And it's going to pop up with all your typical download options. I'm going to go ahead and save. And now that folder is on my computer. And so if I want to, I can go into my course settings, hit import course content, and import it in that way. I can also, what is probably the more useful thing, is just import it straight into my course. So maybe I want it into my sandbox, so I can click that, import into course, and it automatically starts. This is not an instantaneous process. It does take time to do it. The bigger the thing, the more time it's going to take. But Canvas will shoot you an email whenever that's done. You can also add to favorites. So if I add this to favorites, now up here on the favorites tab, if I ever click there, I can automatically find it. So maybe this is something that you want to use over and over again. Maybe you found a template for quizzes, assignments, or something like that. If you add it to favorites, then you can go back and you can find it real quick. Or a copy resource link. This would be really useful for collaborating. If you're like, hey, other teachers who I work with, I found this great resource on Canvas. So you can just email them the link or send it through Google Chat, and they'll be able to go straight to it. Then you can also filter by things. So first of all, most relevant. So Canvas is going to do its best to figure out, is this what you're looking for? Most recent or latest, most favorited, or most downloaded. These 2 are probably going to tell you you're looking at a better resource than others. So you've got those options there. Then there's also the filter option here. So maybe you're looking for a specific type of thing. So you can narrow it down to just courses, just modules, assignments, quizzes, any of these things. For content types, this is a new thing. I did do a little bit of exploration with open textbooks, and as of this recording, I don't know that open textbooks really is a separate thing from what it looks like. Most of the people who selected open textbooks probably just selected something, didn't know what they were clicking. My guess is it's supposed to be maybe somebody creates a course that acts just like a textbook, so like modules or chapters, there are pages within there, and things that people can do to learn on their own. But anyway, if this becomes a thing later, content types, grade level is a really, really useful tool. You can narrow it down based on the grade level that you're looking for. So maybe I just want 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th because I teach high school. So anything that is within that range is going to work. So like I can see over here, all grades popped up, 8 through 12, even though 8's not in there because, again, it's falling within that range. Then the shared with is the last bit. Whoops. So you can pick who that resource has been shared with to make narrowing things down a little easier. So maybe I want to just see things shared in Wentzville. So let's get rid of this real quick. So now everything that's in here is going to be just things shared within the Wentzville School District. I could also go down to different groups that I've been added to and go for those. So just simply narrowing down by group, you may not even have to do any typing search. Just a quick scroll and bam, you've got what it is you're looking for. If you want to add something to the comments, all you have to do is go to your course. If you wanted to, let's say I want to do this discussion here. I wanted to add it to the comments because maybe I think it's a great assignment and other people could benefit from having it. Or maybe I'm collaborating with people. I want them to be able to easily access it both now and in the future. So rather than just simply send it to them, I want them to be able to access it now and every year after. So whenever you're on the assignment, discussion, whatever it is, you click the 3 dots up here, hit share to comments, and a bunch of different settings are going to pop up. And these settings, to my knowledge, are the same for every single type of thing you could share to the comments. So first of all, who can use this resource? You do have to do this one. So it can be only used. So maybe you want to use the Commons as a way to organize your things and being able to access them from course to course without having to go into another course to find them. So you can set it to only you. You can set it to all of Wentzville if you'd like to do so. Certain groups. So again, if you're in different types of groups, you can go and click so that only those groups have it. Or consortiums. I don't know what the difference between that and a group is, and frankly, I don't know what these are, but I'm apparently in them. That content type that I just mentioned, if you decide to make yourself some kind of textbook, you can click that. Otherwise, you click template or just click nothing. If you want to mess with the legality of how your stuff is, you can change the license. Then for the title, so this is what's going to show up for whoever it is that's looking for it. Probably want to leave that the same. You can give it a description. So this is an example discussion from my sandbox course, no applicable content. You could do some tags here. So maybe I want to say Canvas. So if somebody searches for Canvas, that could be a tag. I'm going to hit enter. And so now, even though Canvas isn't in the description, it's not in the title, it's still something that's related to it. And you can put a bunch of tags on there if you want. We're going to leave that off. For the image, if you want an image to show up here, you can add that in, either dragging and dropping or browsing to add one at too. Then the grade level, so you just use the sliders to indicate what grade it is. So maybe I want this to be 6 through 9. So I just move the sliders that way. And then when you're done, you hit the share button and it's uploaded to the comments. So that's Canvas Comments. Pretty simple and a very, very useful tool.